Hey, Omar.
Hello, sir.
We're going to start you off in here. If you'll step around to the other side of that machine for me. And my name's Eric. I'll help you out until you see Dr. Ortiz, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Eric.
Certainly. We'll raise this up to your height. Have you had one of these x-rays before?
No, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and grab your handlebars here as you're coming on in. This is the bite stick. There you go. I'm just going to bring your head down a little bit. Step in for me. There you go. Lean forward. Come on forward. There you go. All right, just like that. Okay.
The system is initializing. Please wait.
It just took a CT scan. That's why this is taking a little while. Okay.
The system is moving into capturing position. Please wait. The system is ready to capture an image. Please close your eyes until image capturing is complete. Image capturing is complete. Please wait. We are putting patient safety first with green CT, providing safer, low-radiation CT scans with the latest advances in X-ray technology. Please wait. Please open your eyes and follow the operator's instructions.
Okay, come back straight out. There you go. So, Omar, what brings you in today?
I think it's my molar. It's the tooth here on the left bottom side. It's hurting.
Okay.
And then also I'm noticing, tasting blood and pus in my mouth.
Gotcha.
And also when I'm drinking milk, I notice my tooth starts hurting really bad. It starts feeling like a really cold pain in
Okay.
my tooth.
What about with other cold things like water and any other cold liquids that cause it?
I haven't drunk cold water lately. I drunk cold milk though.
Okay.
I'm almost certain if I drink cold water,
Probably do the same thing. Okay. Right this way.
Tú puedes tratar de hablar con él, se llama el
Okay, you can back now.
endodontamiento, sí, decirle, mira, en este centro hay un infectado. Ustedes pueden hacer otro root canal, y es un root canal,
Okay, right this way.
forma de otro root canal.
If you'll have a seat there in the middle of the room for me. Okay, so you're pretty healthy. Have you ever had a surgery before?
I have, yes.
What kind of surgeries have you had?
I don't remember, to be quite honest with you, but I've had several of them. I had surgery on my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
on my eye up here, underneath my arms, on my chest, above my heart.
What did they do with your chest?
They removed something like a lump or something.
Yeah, you too. Okay. Same with under the arms, removing lumps?
Yes, and there's something similar above my heart area.
Okay. All right. No drug allergies that you're aware of, and you don't take any medications.
I've been taking ibuprofen.
Okay.
I'm allergic to several different medications. One of them is called Saphris, Saphris. One of them is called Ativan, ATI.
That you're allergic to?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What was the other one?
Saphris. All of them, I get an immediate anaphylaxis.
Goodness. Okay. Anything other than Saphris or Ativan?
There's another one that's called Haldol,
Mm-hmm.
Haldol.
Got it.
There's several other ones that I don't remember the names right now, but there's a handful of other ones. Saphris, Ativan, Haldol. I don't remember. Is it Zyprexa?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Dr. Reddy's ibuprofen, spelled DR, and then Reddy's is spelled REDDYS,
Mm-hmm.
ibuprofen.
And just that one in particular, because you're taking ibuprofen right now.
It's that one in particular. It's the one that they prescribe to patients in prison. So that particular one, I feel like I was gonna have like a heart attack. I seized up on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was gonna die, and I couldn't even open my eyes. My heart was beating really fast,
Okay.
and there was like pain all throughout my body.
Good reason not to take that one again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to write ibuprofen down though, just because you do take it. It's just that one in particular.
Right.
So we'll leave that off for now. We don't order it or anything, so Shouldn't be an issue. Any other allergies?
Medication-wise, there's a handful more. I don't remember. Xanax. I feel sick every time I take that one.
Okay. Okay, and the only medication that you take currently is just ibuprofen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what did they have you on all the rest of these meds for? Do you have a diagnosis as far as mental health goes?
I don't know how accurate it is, to be quite honest with you. I was a victim of police brutality.
Okay.
And I was just trying my best to report the situation. Because despite my efforts to try to obtain monetary relief from the responsible parties, they just kept harassing me and doing things literally during, before, and after every attempt to fulfill my legal and medical affairs. They were unethically hacking my phone. They were electronically harassing me. They were aware in real time of, exhibits of evidence that I was documenting. They were aware in real time of all the necessary living necessity locations I had to go to during, before, and after I went to them. They were aware of all of the necessary locations I had to go to fulfill my legal and medical affairs during, before, and after I went to those places. And I didn't know what else to do other than to document that on a complaint form and present it to a judge in civil court. And when that didn't work either, I went to the hospital and asked for help, and they tried to say I was bipolar, then they tried to say I was schizophrenic, then they tried to say I was delusional, then they tried to say I was depressed. They said several different things, but in all actuality, I just wanted to fully recover and help my family.
Right.
But the injuries to my neck and my back, and my hands and arms going numb, and the injuries to my lower extremities was making it difficult for me. So it made me sad, but I'm clearly aware of what they did to me.
Sure.
And I'm able to document exhibits of evidence clearly and convincingly. So it was obvious to me that it was just a desperate defense by my opposing counsels, being that my opposing counsels are government employees,
right,
entities and municipalities, or city and state governments, and several hospitals that I had to go to after the police brutality. And in accordance with each other, they violated 18 U.S. Code SS 1513 and SS 766.110. The 18 U.S. CSS 1513 is a retaliation statute that states retaliation against a victim, witness, or informant. And then the statute SS 766.110 is the liability of a healthcare facility statute. And they violated both of those statutes recurrently in accordance with each other. They falsified medical documentation after the police brought me to the hospital. After the police brutality, the officers falsified the police reports, and there's corroborating evidence proving all of that. And they obviously didn't want to get in trouble for it.
Sure.
Somebody obstructs justice, and if a government employee obstructs justice and causes injuries to the victim, it's about 15 to 20 years in prison. I don't know anybody who would want to go to prison for that long. So it was obvious to me what they were doing.
Right.
And there was a pattern forming throughout the years that clearly and convincingly proved that.
Oh, dude, you've been through the ringer.
Yeah, they were trying to fully recover.
How long ago did all that start up for you?
So there was 4 different police brutality cases. The first one, first it started off with my son being killed at a hospital in South Florida.
Oh.
And then they tried to cover up that case the same exact way that the police brutality case was attempted to be covered up. And that was on January 27, 2015. And then the police brutality happened, the first police brutality case happened in Miami, Florida on August 7, 2018. And then the second police brutality case happened in Miami as well on March 27, 2019. And then the third police brutality case happened in Broward County, Florida on April 5th, 2021. And the fourth police brutality case happened in Broward County on November 23rd, 2021.
Jeez, dude.
Each case made injuries worse from the previous case.
Right.
But the worst one was the first police brutality case. The officer snuck up behind me. He put me in a chokehold, and he twisted my neck to the right, purposely attempting to break my neck. And then he picked me up and he body slammed me on my left side. And all that was because I told on him. I told his Sergeant Edwin Gomez, that the officer shoved me in my chest 3 times and was not willing to call the supervisor. And the supervisor, after he pushed me in my chest, I started recording him. And I asked him on camera. And when he saw me recording him, then he dispatched the supervisor. When the supervisor arrived, I notified the supervisor of the situation at hand, and then I notified him what his officer did before he arrived.
Right.
And when I told the sergeant what his officer did, the officer snuck up behind me out of retaliation and put me in a chokehold, and he twisted my neck to the right, and he picked me up and body slammed me on the concrete onto my left side. Then he placed me in handcuffs, and he put me in the backseat of the police vehicle. There was a PRI officer who arrived to the crime scene and immediately walked up to him and said, "Why'd you beat him up?" And the officer who intentionally aggravated the assault to me, he ended up yelling at the officer and said, "Man, let's just take this kid somewhere and beat the shit out of him some more." So it was witnessed by the sergeant. It was confessed to the PRI officer, and then there was a detective from the Internal Affairs who came to the hospital after that situation happened and took pictures of the injuries on my body that the officer caused. So there's irrefutable amount of clear and convincing evidence proving the complaint beyond a reasonable doubt. It's just the fact that they went through so many different desperate defenses to try to cover up the case. Right. And then while they were doing that, the coronavirus pandemic happened. And so it made it almost nearly impossible for me to continue to go to court to obtain monetary relief. And then I moved from South Florida to Broward County to be closer to my family. My father retired from the Broward Sheriff's Office after 30 years of service, so I moved to Broward County. And police brutality happened again. And literally everywhere that I was only able to find to live, they had it orchestrated in advance. With people already living there. And
that knew that you were headed in that direction and you were going to be living there.
And they made it very difficult for me to continue to go to court, for me to obtain monetary relief. They went as far as purposely doing things that make me sick. They did so many different things. And my only resource really at the time to be able to find a place to live was through Craigslist ads.
Right.
And I was only able to afford a limited amount of money because I'm on Social Security disability income.
Right.
And So then I went to the hospital and asked for help, and they sent me to an uninhabitable rental property, and they had the same exact setup where they had people already living there who were aware ahead of time of the situation, and they did things to purposely make me sick. I ended up contracting streptococcus group A. I got surgery for that. That was really bad.
That is tough.
It is one thing after another. I'm sorry.
Right. You're in town in Tallahassee now?
Yes, sir. So I moved to Tallahassee permanently. I'm trying to get my law degree, my medical degree.
Right.
And my motivation is obviously because I couldn't find an attorney to help me in South Florida, and I know from experience, how important it is to have a law degree and a medical degree in a high traffic tourist state like Florida.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 young daughters. My oldest is 15, my youngest is 2. So, from the way things are, panning out, if that's the proper word to use, if these types of reoccurring violations continue to happen, by the time she becomes old enough to have to drive and go to school and her workplace on her own, it's going to be necessary for me to have my law degree and a medical degree for me to, at the least protect her,
Help her out.
and my family.
Right on. So let me get your vital signs. I'll be right back, okay? Yeah, man, it sounds like you've been through it. Is your daughter here in town with you too?
She's living with her mom.
Yeah.
South Florida.
Get the bigger cuff. You brought your big guns today.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to mess up the surgery under your armpits, right?
Those surgeries were quite a while ago.
A while ago. Okay.
How are you today?
And let's get this on the finger. I think it'll read through the glove. Nope.
I'm sorry.
Try just resting it on her leg. There you go. Sometimes it's sensitive to movement. This didn't take for some reason. We'll try that one more time.
So when you take that pill out, you potentially have a direct communication with your channel holder. We will take care of that. But if there's no longest of infection and they're doing the sensors, it's going to be a lack of preparation. We're going to clean all that infection, and we're going to put a bone graft, and we're going to close that. But you might gain or maintain a level of bone, but not enough to put it in the window. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think you have that here, so we discuss that on the day of nature.
Still isn't picking up. There we go, maybe. No, we know it's greater than 90.
I went to the neurologist yesterday. They put several needles in my neck and in my left arm to see what nerves are damaged because my arms keep going numb and my hands keep going numb.
Okay, an EMG study.
Possibly.
They stick the needles in like several locations, and yeah, they're checking electrical conductivity of the nerves. So it's called an EMG study. Yeah. So did they come back with the diagnosis or anything?
They said nerve entrapment or something like that.
Okay. Up there in the cervical spine?
I think so, yes.
Probably around C6, I would imagine.
They said because of my neck being injured is causing my hands to go numb because the nerves are connected from the neck down.
Right. Is it your pinky and over here, or?
Well, sometimes it's my whole hand,
Uh-huh.
and then sometimes it's just these two fingers, the pinky and the ring finger.
Right.
It's, a lot of times it's my entire hand.
Is it on both sides, though?
Both sides, yeah. And then sometimes my legs go numb.
Right.
It hurts all the time. Like, sometimes it's sharp pain in my neck, sometimes it's aching, throbbing pain. And sometimes my back is hurting really bad, so like really intense, like throbbing, aching pain.
Yeah.
It feels like it gets real hot. And it's like it's really throbbing and aching.
Did they send you to any physical therapy to?
Well, they said, well, I mentioned to him yesterday if you could recommend a home health care aid.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I'm trying to clean up, I noticed that the pain, it gets more intense and it lasts longer.
Yeah.
So I asked him if he could recommend a home health care aid, and he said he could. And then he also mentioned that I need to go to the pain specialist.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they can give me medication for pain, but I mentioned to him that I'd like to take a more natural approach to the situation, so I'm not addicted to painkillers. And he said okay. He mentioned it was what they call it, cranial sacral something. What kind of thing they could do? And he said that in combination with yoga and acupuncture.
Right. There are some alternatives, but yeah, back pain is nothing to mess around with.
And right now I'm just sitting here, and the back right side of my neck hurts. And I'm just sitting down, just talking normally.
It can cause like pain so severe you just want to throw up or something. It's like a little nausea. Well, hopefully Dr. Ortiz is going to be able to help you out with the tooth. Okay. Get this X-ray pulled up here. You said the lower left tooth, right?
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, you've got a few wisdom teeth here as well. So you're missing the one on the lower right. Is it the one all the way in the back? Is it the wisdom tooth all the way in the back?
The one that was removed?
No. The one that's causing pain.
The one that's causing pain is like right here.
Do you know which one it is? Is it the first big molar, the second one, or the third?
It feels like it could be the first or the second one.
Okay. Okay, well, you had mentioned something about a root canal. here. So Dr. Ortiz, the only thing that he would be able to do is extraction. Both of these look fairly good, but we'll have Dr. Ortiz come in and check them out. Did you get a referral from another dentist office?
When I went to the DentaQuest, or when I called DentaQuest rather, they sent me a list of doctors that are within the network of my insurance coverage.
Okay.
And this was the closest one. The only other one was in Panama, Florida.
Panama City.
Panama City.
Okay. So just referred by the insurance company. You haven't seen a dentist about any of these teeth.
No, I don't even have a dentist. Oh, I'm sorry. I paid out of pocket because my gums were bleeding really bad, and they were hurting really bad. So I paid out of pocket because the DentaQuest insurance was taking too long, and they said that the soonest appointment was booked out several months, and it was making me really sick. I was swallowing a lot of blood and pus. So I went to first I went to Advanced Dental Care. I paid approximately $200. And they did the x-ray imaging, but they said they couldn't do the teeth cleaning the same day.
Gotcha.
So they told me to just Google dentists in the area and just call them to see which one I could go to immediately, and to tell them that it is urgent. And there's a dentist office called, I remember the name, the dentist's name was Dr. Muhammad Bey.
Dr. Bay?
Yes.
Okay.
And they did the teeth cleaning the same day. I paid them a little more than $1,000, and they did the same day. And I felt so much better after. That's how I know that swallowing that amount of blood and pus was really making me sick.
Yeah. Okay.
But now it's not as bad as it was. I could still taste a little bit of blood and pus coming from that
side over there. Okay. Well, let's see what Dr. Ortiz has to say, and he'll get you scheduled. Actually, you have DentaQuest, so after Dr. Ortiz comes in to talk to you, he will come up with a treatment plan, okay? Then he sends that treatment plan off to your insurance company, DentaQuest. Once they approve or authorize the work that Dr. Ortiz is asking to do, then we give you a call to get you scheduled. Usually takes about 2 weeks for DentaQuest to turn everything over and get it back to us. So if you haven't heard from us in 2 weeks from today, just give our office a call and say, hey, just calling to see if DentaQuest approved my surgery or not.
Yes, sir.
And then they can get you on the schedule once it gets approved. And it shouldn't take too long. Usually it's maybe a week or two by the time we can get you in for surgery.
Thanks.
All right?
Yes, thank you.
Excellent. Well, Dr. Ortiz will be in shortly to do that evaluation. And that's just pre-op and post-op information, okay? So it'll remind you, the day of surgery, nothing to eat or drink after midnight and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good read for sure. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, it was nice to meet you today.
Same to you. So go ahead in the lobby?
No, Dr. Ortiz will come to you. He'll be here in just a few minutes.
Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome.
What's your name again?
Eric.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hi there, how can I help you?
Yes. Dr. Ortiz?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, man.
The,
Omar.
yes, I believe it's the first or the second molar. It's hurting really bad, and I taste a little bit of blood and pus.
Okay.
And also, I noticed when I drank some cold milk a handful of times recently, there's a lot of pain in that specific tooth.
Okay. Second one on what side? Let's see. So this is the second molar, this is the left side. The second molar is this one. But you also need the wisdom teeth out.
Okay.
Okay, you sure it's the second molar?
That's what it feels like. It's either the first or the second one, but it's definitely one of the molars.
Alright, let me take a look. Okay. Sorry if I cause pain, okay? That hurts? Because that's the second molar. That's the wisdom teeth on the back.
No.
This is the second molar. So
It's one of those though. Like right now.
but have you talked to your dentist?
Uh,
Because we don't want to extract this. The second molar doesn't look like it have a big cavity or anything. So we don't want to take it out just to take it out.
like right now when I'm talking and I'm taking a deep breath in,
Very
I
good.
can feel the
Very
pain
good.
there. Like if there's like the air that's going
Yeah.
in, it's hurting it.
But you might want to talk to your dentist first.
I don't have a dentist.
Because we don't want to take out a tooth that is fine. You know what I mean? Let me take a look. And we're not able to.
It's this one right here.
Which one? Yeah, that's the second molar. That's the one that hurts?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's the second molar. So we're gonna put the second molar there, okay? Let's submit. So I'm gonna put the molar and the wisdom teeth here and see what happens, okay?
Oh, I was kind of hoping for that.
Okay, when we do this, Omar, we do it under sedation, okay?
Yeah.
So you're gonna come in with an empty stomach, okay? Make sure you have somebody to take you home and be here half hour before your surgical time, okay?
Yes, sir.
When you come in, we get you to the room, connect the monitors, put an IV, give you some drugs, get you comfortable, sleepy, surgery happens,
Yes, sir.
okay? It's gonna take 30-40 minutes, okay?
Yes, sir.
Why are you covering all your skin? You have a skin condition?
Yes and no, and also I'm trying not to get sick.
What skin condition you have?
So recently when I just moved to Tallahassee, I was only able to find uninhabitable rental locations. They were really dirty and getting a lot of skin rashes and things like that. So I had to go to a dermatologist and I had to get surgery.
They did surgery?
Yeah,
What surgery?
They did surgery. I got a skin rash in my lower extremities here.
Okay.
They had to remove like a lump or something, but then there was also rashes on several places of my body.
And the sun will make those worse?
Possibly, but I'm just trying not to get any dirtier. So I've been using a 2 to 5% benzoyl peroxide body wash.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that helps a lot, and they also gave me an antibiotic. So ever since I finished the antibiotic regimen and have been using that specific body wash, I noticed my skin has been clearing up. So I'm trying not to.
But you've been diagnosed with psoriasis or something like that?
I don't remember the name.
So you get like a lot of rashes, ulcerations all over your arms and things like that?
It was from, like, for example, it was one of the places was an Airbnb, and it wasn't clean. They advertised it as being clean, but it wasn't clean. And I found that out after I stayed there. And then from there, I went to a hotel, a suburban extended stay hotel. And it wasn't clean either, and it just caused a bunch of skin infections and stuff. So.
Okay. All right, man. we're gonna put this to them to test, okay? Let them review this and see what they approve or not approve, okay? Remember that for surgery, you come in with an empty stomach, all that is on the instructions. Make sure you have somebody to take you home
Yes, sir.
and be here half hour before your surgery.
Yes, sir.
Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Alright, man, that's all for now. You take care, okay? Nice to meet you, Mark. You take it easy, brother, okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Here we go, Christina.
Image capturing is complete. Please wait. We are putting patient safety first. We breathe. Providing
Have a good one, though, Mark.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
advances in X-ray technology. Please wait.
So that's what we'll do, is after they have call.
You said they were gonna send the information to the insurance, and then they'll call me after 2 weeks.
We used to go to the restaurants, and they said an hour away. Finally got better about it. But I spent more time driving around looking for one. If I just stayed in Hawaii, it would have been just as well,
Time now is 12:42 p.m. Today is Wednesday, March 27th, 2024.